Welcome to The Quiet Part. My name is Spencer, and this is my YouTube channel. Get subscribed if you'd like to see more of my work. So here's the plan. My main goal is to blow up and act like I don't know nobody. Okay, but really, this channel is called The Quiet Part because I am the type of person that really likes learning about things. But I tend to get bored with the obvious stuff, so I've made it my job to say the quiet part out loud. I want to learn and discover all the things I feel like I'm not supposed to. The niche, the unconsidered, the overlooked, overnormalized, or altogether forgotten. It's like looking at a picture. In most cases, the photographer, the one in power and literally calling the shots, they want you to look at the subject, in the center of the frame, the focus. But people like me, and maybe like you, well, our eyes tend to wander away from where we're supposed to look and instead toward the edges of the frame, where things start to blur and distort. In essence, I search for contradictions and the kinds of things people would rather not think, hear, or learn about. In terms of actual content, I make videos about politics, culture, history, social psychology, and more. I don't really think of myself as an artist or journalist or expert of any kind. I'm just a random person with a bunch of different skills. I'm also very transparent about all of this, like to a fault. With that in mind, let me throw some of my favorite labels at you so you can understand how I approach my work without having to guess or read between the lines. It's called The Quiet Part. I'd like to say the quiet part out loud instead of being like a politician and burying the lead, so you have to really think what it is their motivation is. I am very opposed to ever burying the lead. Others may label me how they will, especially in the hyper-partisan and divisive culture we currently live in, but these that I'm about to talk about are the only labels I feel confident attributing to myself. First, I am an egalitarian. I believe all people are equal and should be treated that way, whether by individuals, groups, or governments. Secondly, I am an environmentalist. I take a serious interest in ecological sustainability and the corresponding study of environmental science and the discussion of sustainable practices. Last but not least, I think with a punk worldview. And yes, I mean like P-U-N-K, punk rock. Seriously. I am deeply skeptical of authority and systems of power, albeit not necessarily to the point of distrusting like real experts. I do not get into conspiracy theory crap or anything like that on this channel. I often take the time to, at the very least, link the sources for my research in my more information-heavy videos. You'll usually find those in a document in the description down below. At this point, you may be wondering, what do I really do this for? And the simple answer is that I just really do like learning. I have a background in science and education. My special interest is learning itself, and I've weaponized that energy for something I think is worthwhile, sharing my learning with you. I started this channel because I was frustrated with the world, so full of ridiculous contradictions that place human well-being in the crosshairs, but I keep making videos now because I personally want to improve my own worldview and understanding. I mean, how many people sit down and actually reflect and re-examine their own politics and philosophy like this, making 20-minute-long videos with 4 pages of citations where you actually confront what you think you feel and believe and see how that compares to reality? In a way, this channel is also like a diary or self-documentary that captures my practice of learning step by step. This channel is a body of work in progress and my own egoistic attempt at living my virtues and modeling a life of practice and critical thinking to the world. If you want to hear more about the worldviews and experiences underpinning my work, check out one of these videos I'll have linked down below where I talk about my agenda and lay out every college credit I've ever taken so you can decide for yourself whether I actually have any clue what it is I'm talking about. Get subscribed and join the Quiet Party to help in saying the quiet part out loud, because if I don't do it and you don't do it, then nobody ever will. Also consider becoming a channel member to support my work directly and join our community Discord to keep the conversation going. I'll have a link to that in the description as well. Thank you for watching and welcome to the Quiet Part.